EMBC, what's up? Alphaeus here. Make sure you can hear me, guys. Sound check. EMBC, what's up? Emmanuel, Missionary Baptist Church. So excited to be here, as you can tell. Listen, I'm not a stranger to you guys, and I'm glad to be here. Your pastor, what can I say? I think it was Mike Murdoch that said, what you fail to honor will eventually exit your life. What you fail to honor, what you neglect to honor, what you ignore, what you shade, would eventually pay you no attention by exiting your life. And I got to make sure I honor your pastor, because not only is she a prophetic preaching machine, she is one heck of a matchmaker. And so she hooked my wife and I up. And years ago, actually, we just celebrated 17 years. And it's because of your pastor and your leadership. Preaching machine, yes, but matchmaker, yes. We're still here. Thank you. But the subject matter at hand, guys, is youth ministry. What I do share, what my wife and I do share with your pastor, is the concern for the next generation. We want to make sure the next generation is in front of the things of God. So the title of the day is No Youth, No Church. This No Youth, No Church presentation does come with a worksheet. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a teacher at heart. I'm a teacher. And so if you do have access to the worksheet, please get it out. If not, engage with me, guys, in the chat. Engage in the chat. If you're watching, if you have Netflix in the background, if you have, if you're watching a replay of a game or something, if you have your dog close by and he's getting on your nerve, tell Fifi to sit down, Fifi. Tell Fifi to sit down, because this is serious business. If you're watching a replay, no worries. You can pause. Again, get your worksheet out, and we're gonna dive in this No Youth, No Church presentation. All right, thank you for your support as well, either by Cash App or by your prayers. All right, guys, thank you for your support. No Youth, No Church. I'm going to talk about three things today. Three things today starts with the M: momentum, mise en place, which is a French word. Momentum, mise en place, and me. Now, guys, on social media, again, I'm not a stranger. If you follow me on social media, you know me as the youth ministry strategist. You know me as the youth magnet. But I want to talk about something here that many churches in America, during this time of the year, we have momentum. Exodus 20:11 says, "For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and," yes, God rested on the seventh day. Okay. Guys, do you not know you could do a lot in 6 days? Now, you can do a lot in a year, but you could do a lot in 6 days. Exodus 20:11. Exodus 20:11 says, one more time, "For in 6 days, God did a lot." He did a lot in 6 days. And guys, we could do a lot in 6 days. We could do a lot in a week with momentum. This is the top of the year. Momentum, momentum. Write that in the chat. Momentum. Acts 17:18 says, "For in God there is momentum." I know what it says. Acts 17:18. "For in him we live and move." For in God there is momentum. Guys, we have to stick with God in 2023 concerning youth ministry. All right, guys. For in God, for in him we live and move. We have momentum. Momentum, right there in the chat. Momentum, momentum, momentum. Listen, guys, I'm watching football. I'm not that guy. I don't know about sports. I know some quarterbacks. I know some running backs, especially if they were from Clemson. And so I know a little bit about football, so I'm not going to act like I'm that guy. I'm not that guy. All right. I may look like that guy. I'm not that guy. But I do know in football, When momentum is on your side, you could be losing and it feels like you're winning. We see it time and time again in football. You could be losing and feel like you're winning. When you have momentum on your side, it's almost like this vibe or this unspoken or this immaterial. It's like this energy that happens where all of a sudden you're losing or you're not doing as well as you would like, but then this momentum kicks in, and all of a sudden the quarterback is connecting with the wide receiver, is connecting. The quarterback and the running back is connecting. The line is doing their job. The defense is killing it. The kicker is making every kick. It's like this momentum is here. But the team that is winning is threatened by the losing team because of momentum. I'll say that one more time. The team that is winning is threatened by the team that is losing because of momentum. When momentum is on your side, you could be losing and feel like you're winning. It is because of momentum that the Jacksonville Jaguars, they won the other week. But guys, the winning team at this particular time they were winning, they were threatened by the losing team, and so they did this one thing to stop momentum. They did this one thing to stop momentum, and they called timeout. They called timeout. They called timeout to stop momentum. Guys, I know you feel it. I know every department in this church. If you're watching from another ministry, I know every department in your church, you have ideas, you have all of these plans, you're going to kill it this year. You have this momentum. But it seems like around maybe about August, October, we seem to be burnt out and we lose momentum. And it is because of timeouts. The opposing team or the team that's threatened by the other team, you know why they call timeout? To try to stop momentum. I submit to you guys, you really do have some great ideas. We get off to a great start, we have this momentum, and then we're not planning or we're not prepared, we're not on the lookout for the timeouts. Timeouts could be it could be an injury, it could be a death, it could be a job, the loss of a job, it could be somebody quitting. Guys, we have to look out and be on the look. Listen, we got to be on the lookout for the timeouts. Don't let the enemy have you playing by his rules in 2023. He has to play by the kingdom rules. Do not let the enemy call timeout on your great ideas, on your team, on your plans in 2023. Youth ministry leaders and teams, listen, momentum. Let's fight for momentum in 2023. So it is easy to have momentum in the beginning, in the Genesis, or in the Bereshit or Bereshit, which is this Hebrew word for Genesis. In the beginning, in the Bereshit, in the beginning, God created. In the beginning, God had momentum. In the beginning, guys, in the beginning of the year, we have to do everything we can to plan for the entire year. Honestly, we should have planned this year, last year, to be honest. But guys, at the beginning of the month, at the beginning of the week, at the beginning of the year, we can have momentum like never before. It's just, listen, we have to pounce on the beginning. Write that in the chat. Pounce on the beginning. Move quick at the beginning of the month, the beginning of the week. All right? Genesis 49:27 says, Benjamin is vicious like a wolf. What he kills in the beginning, in the morning, he devours in the evening. In other words, listen, guys, plan early and then you can enjoy later. Plan early. We are most effective at the beginning of the week. We're most effective early in the morning. The first 90 minutes of the day, we're more focused. We have more energy. As a matter of fact, Ecclesiastes 12 says, Ecclesiastes 12, one of my favorite scriptures, guys. It says, remember now. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. In other words, when you're young, you need to use your gift while you're young. I'm highlighting momentum at the beginning. Obviously, momentum when you're young, but in youth ministry, momentum at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of the month, at the beginning of the week. So let's fight for momentum, and let's plan for momentum. Let's know what to do with momentum by planning early. I know you got it. I'm gonna move on. I was trying to just run that in the ground, just type momentum, momentum, momentum. I think I only have about 30 minutes. My second thing today is this French word called mise en place. All right. One of my students actually taught me this word, mise en place. And mise en place is basically this French culinary phrase, which means putting in place or gathering. It refers to the setup required before cooking and is often used in professional kitchens. It is basically organizing and arranging early. Mise en place, write it in the chat. I know you never heard of it. Now, you chefs, I know you know exactly what this word means. It's basically planning early. Mise en place. In youth ministry, guys, we have to mise en place. The failure to mise en place is killing us. It's hurting us bad, guys. We are not mise en placing. We're not planning. We're not organizing. We're not arranging before the event. We are not arranging before the year. Failure to mise en place is why we make knee-jerk decisions. We have raggedy youth ministries, and the youth are not showing up to your situation. It's raggedy. Sorry for the frankness, but we really ain't got time to play in 2023. There's a lot going on. A lot of young people are cutting themselves, a lot of suicides, a lot of depression. And our young people, guys, gone has to be the days of raggedy youth ministries. There's a building on fire, and it's coming down. I mean, it's coming down. We have to get these young people out of the building. We have to spread the love of Jesus. We have to preach the gospel in season and out of season. We have to be innovative. We have to be creative. Yes, I understand about I know how we used to do it. I get it. I'm 41 and I get it. I understand. We have to update, guys. We have to change our methods. Message is still the same. We have to change our methods, and we have to mise en place. Mise en place. Mise en place takes work. Planning early takes work. It takes extra work. Ephesians 3:20 says, now unto him who is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. Mise en place. Mise en place. It takes work. It takes pre-work. It takes preparing. It takes work before work. It takes work before the event and work after the event. Pre the event and post work. Work. Feel like Ricky Dillard. Work. Takes work. Listen, there's no hack for work. Now to him who is able to do exceeding abundantly above all we ask or think. Guys, no asking, no thinking, no exceeding. No asking, no exceeding. No work, no exceeding. God will bless whatever you put. He will bless the work of your hands. The work of your hands. But if you're not working, exceeding abundantly above all we ask or think, But guys, if we're not doing anything, what does God have to exceed? Closed mouths don't get food. You already finished it. Closed mouths don't get fed. Hands in your pocket does not equal a successful youth ministry. We have to work. W, willing to work. O, offering to work. Offering, guys, we have to double our budget. Deacons, trustees, the gatekeepers of the checks, got to increase it in 2023, guys. Offering, W, work. W, willing to work. We need folks ready to work. O, offering. Listen, guys, we need more money. Frederick Douglass said it is cheaper to build youth than to repair broken men. Frederick Douglass said it's cheaper to build youth than to repair broken men. Guys, I can pretty much walk into any church, check the youth ministry receipts, and look in the church and basically tell the reason why youth are there or are not there. Are we spending money on the next generation? I really want to stay there, but I'm not. I'm going to stay there 2 more seconds. Guys, if God comes back tomorrow and your church has $100,000 or more in the bank and no youth, shame on you. I'm pretty frank today, but I'm sorry. There's no time to waste. If your church has a bank account full of cash and no youth, shame on you. Offering. I said 20 seconds on offering. R, aura, ready to work. Guys, we got to be ready to work. Youth ministry, we got to be ready to work. And then K, keys and the knowledge to work. Youth ministry takes work. Mise en place. It takes work. It takes work. Knowledge, we got to know what we are doing. If they don't know what they are doing, ask them, with all due respect, sir and ma'am, you are dismissed. You are no longer over the youth ministry. You are no longer a part of. You are stopping momentum. You are the timeout. And we're on the same team. We're on the same team, guys. We got to know what we're doing. We have to spend time in this space. We have to spend time in this space. Sorry for the frankness, but I'm not sorry for the frankness. All right. So if you're still with me in the workbook, write down in 2023, again, now to him who is able to do exceeding abundantly above all we ask or think. All right. Write down what you want God to do in your youth ministry. Pray a little bit more as it relates concerning the next generation and youth ministry. He will bless the work of your hands, but it says he is able to do exceeding abundantly above all we ask. Pray, ask, or think, imagine. So get to writing, get to asking, get to thinking about youth ministry, and watch God exceed your thoughts and your ask. Guys, the oldest trick in the book, I hate to call it a trick, but mise en place, it takes work, engaging youth, attracting youth, getting youth to your church. The oldest trick in the book, and it's not even really a trick, it's a strategy, it's a plan, is to prepare to get them. Guys, where's the bus ministry? I get COVID, I get all of that. Put your mask on and go get the next generation. Go where they are and get them. Take your church to them. Take the gospel to them. Listen, y'all know how it was during VBS. Vacation Bible School. We gassed up the bus and we went and got them. And church was packed full of youth for 1 week. 200 kids in church for a week. Then the next week after VBS, 2 kids. What are we doing? Guys, prepare to go get them. You saying, bro, you may be watching from a church, a ministry, and you do not have a bus. You do not have a nice wrapped bus, a van. But guys, I am asking you to have the spirit of the bus ministry. What do I mean by that? The spirit of the bus ministry is basically anybody in your church. If you have a vehicle, you are part of the bus ministry. 5 P's for youth ministry, bus ministry. 1, plan. 2, get a protocol. 3, promote. 4, get protection. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And then 5, pursue. Guys, go get them. Go get them. The oldest trick in the book. Prepare to go get them. Write that in the chat, guys. Prepare to go get them. Prepare to go get them. Write that in the chat. Prepare to go get them. You saying, bro, well, I don't know where to go. Let me give you some tips. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to build it. Listen, make a list of all the apartment complex near your church. 2, where's the nearest bank? Number 3, the nearest grocery stores. Number 4, where's the nearest community centers? My favorite, where is the nearest college or university? Where is the nearest fast food? Where's the nearest shopping center or the mall? All right, guys, these are some strategies. And the really, what I really want to ask you guys is, do these entities know you? Do the politicians know your youth minister or your youth pastor? Does the principal at the nearest school know your youth pastor or your youth department? Mise en place, all right? Guys, I want to stay on mise en place for about 2 more minutes. So as it relates to youth events, we have to mise en place, we have to prepare. It's 365 days, it's 4 quarters. I want to suggest something that I think you're going to love. I know you're going to love. It's because of capacity. If you do not have a big team, y'all all right? Y'all okay? I'm throwing a lot at you. Y'all okay? Just want to pause. Y'all okay? If you're just joining us, we're talking about youth ministry, no youth, no church. You're going to like this real quick, guys, because I am suggesting to many churches these days to only do 4 huge youth ministry events. Only 4. You're saying, why? That doesn't seem like a lot. Only 4 because of capacity. You do not have the capacity to do more than 4 youth ministry events. And the youth ministry events that I'm talking about that could be a part of the big 4, right in the chat, big 4. It could be a block party, fall fest, VBS, Christmas something, a Black History something. It could be a back to school something. It could be a worship night. It could be an overnight something. It could be a youth conference. It could be something around Resurrection Weekend. I am only suggesting to plan and mise en place for only 4 big youth events, okay? Because it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot to pull off these 4 youth events. It's gonna take a whole lot, all right? So write in the chat, only big 4. Because your big 4 is gonna take a lot of meetings, a whole lot of meetings, a whole lot of walkthroughs. It's going to take all hands on deck. It's going to take a big setup. It's going to take, it's high quality. I'm talking about high quality big 4. The community, the entire community may be heavily involved. You may collab with another ministry, all right? But only 4 big 4. I want to keep moving, guys. I have a few more minutes left. And this is, yes, this is event-based youth ministry, but the case for event-based youth ministry is because of capacity. You don't have a big team until you relaunch and reorganize. Consider only doing 4. You saying, what about this? What about that? We normally do this. We normally do that. Well, you normally have more people. So you don't have the capacity right now to do what we normally do. All right. So consider reimagining in 2023 as we are relaunching to do only 4 big youth events. Now, in between, guys, I call it maintenance mode. In between, it's maintenance mode, like youth, like maybe children's church or youth, a Bible study or a small group. But I don't have time to talk about that. But guys, event-based youth ministry is manageable. It is definitely outreach. It's evangelism at its best. You can gain momentum with event-based youth ministry to relaunch. All right. But guys, you want to make sure when you do these youth events to have a follow-up plan. To have a follow-up plan. So TYM is great. Type TYM in the chat. TYM stands for Tandem Youth Ministry. Tandem Youth Ministry. What is Tandem Youth Ministry? So I like to look at it like this. Tandem Youth Ministry. We want to do this youth event. Your church, you have the gym that is unused. I won't say, I'll grace you out. But shame on you. You have the gym that is unused. My church, we have the students. Your church, you have the manpower. Your church, you have the money. Let's do a TYM. I was trying to do YMCA. TYM. I know y'all going to sleep on me, so I had to do something to wake you up. TYM is Tandem Youth Ministry. Who cares who gets the credit? Who cares? TYM is different churches. You have the gym, you have the money, you have the students, you have the influence, you have the resources, you have the building, you have the technology, you have the creativity. Let's TYM, Tandem Youth Ministry. Let's do it once a quarter. Let's do TYM weekly. Let's do TYM monthly. Guys, TYM will turn your city upside down. Type in the chat, TYM. TYM. Guys, I have to keep moving. And let's talk about the last one. So we have momentum, Mise en place, me. Not me, but you. Not you, but me. Not me, but you. Let's talk about me, guys. The law of the lid. John Maxwell talks about the law of the lid. Guys, we are only as good as our leader. Who's leading youth ministry? Who's leading in challenging times? It takes a special person to lead youth ministry in challenging times. Okay? It takes a special person. This gentleman says, without strong visionary leadership, no strategy will be executed effectively. Without strong visionary leadership, no strategy will be executed effectively. So guys, these are characteristics of a great youth leader or youth pastor or youth director. He or she needs a great personality. There's no hack, there's no substitution. It's a must. Number 1, a great personality. Number 2, relationship with God. With that great personality, he or she needs to love youth. Guys, a youth minister or a youth pastor that can't stand kids, where they do that at? All right, guys. Number 3, he or she needs to be a problem solver. Okay? Characteristics of a great youth leader, he or she needs to be a problem solver, has patience. I'll keep going. Works hard and has character. Has character. And it seems like we can't get away from work. Works hard. Listen, if you are currently working in youth ministry, you are probably one of these. You are probably a BP, which is a bishop or pastor's leader. In other words, you're only serving because bishop or pastor asked you to serve, and you just doing it to please bishop or pastor. So you are a BP leader. All right. I'm just letting you know what you are. You are a BP leader. You may be a shy heart youth leader because you are basically a placeholder. You're shy. You don't have that personality, but you are a prop. Okay. That may be you. You're not contributing. You're shy heart. Now it sounds like, bro, you coming off a little strong. Listen, guys, I repeat, we do not have time to play. God is soon to come, and we need to reorganize, revamp yesterday. If you are in youth ministry and you are a frusty youth leader or frusty team member in youth ministry, frustrated people frustrate people. Misery loves company. If you're bringing problems to every solution or objections to every solution, perhaps you are a frusty youth leader or remember, characteristics of a great youth leader, you are a problem solver. You are a problem solver. We need here at this church, whatever you may be watching, whatever church you may be watching from or a part of, we need problem solvers. We don't need complainers. And all of God's people said, amen. You may be the Red Bull youth person or youth leader. You print the copies, you pick up the copies from FedEx, you open up the church, you're the last one to leave, you cut on the air, you direct the choir, you call the parents, you email the parents, you pick up the pizza, you order the pizza, you sweep the floor, you pour all the drinks, you teach the kids, and you take the kids home. Guys, you're doing too much. You are going to be burnt out in 6 months, and you're going to tell pastor or bishop, I'll see you when I see you. I'm on a sabbatical. Guys, you're burnt out. You're burnt out. Listen, you're burnt out because proper people placement, one, prevents problems, but two, proper people placement promotes progress. Proper people placement promotes progress. You are burnt out because the easiest way to burn out is not to delegate. We delegate to the ones in your workbook. All right, I'm still in the book. I'm still in the workbook. We delegate to the ones we trust. We trust those we have a relationship with. All right. We trust those. We delegate to the ones we trust, that we train, and we have a relationship with. When you delegate, guys, with clarity, it takes preparedness. It takes preparedness, and it takes organization. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about youth ministry, and I have to wrap up because I feel like I can land here. I can stay here all day. But I know we are having some issues in many of our churches with momentum, with the lack of mise en placing, and we have issues in many of our churches with me. We are short-staffed, and I want to end on this. This may bless you guys, but we got to get it done this year. And it may take a team effort. It may not be one person per se leading youth ministry. Consider the ABCD team. ABCD. A stands for the admin person that you may never see face-to-face in youth ministry, but they're your admin person. And they are a part of youth ministry. B are the people you may see all the time, but they are not your admin person. Don't ever ask the B people to be the admin, because they are anointed to be builders. They are your teachers. They are your choir directors. They may be your dance instructor, or you can outsource your builders. Outsource those that are great with youth and you have insourced the admin. C, maybe your content folks or your creative folks. They're solely creating. They're solely coming up with ideas, but they don't have the time to execute. They work 60 hours a week, but they're creative. They can still be on your youth ministry, feeding you the creative ideas. Put them on the team. Put them on the ABCD team. All right. They may can come up with your curriculum. They can write the curriculum, but you may never see them guys. They may be great at marketing from the house. They may be your creative director. That's their only role. D may be the folks that are driving youth ministry. All right. They're great at project managing. They have the authority to drive things, to get budgets approved. They may be your visionaries. They may be your delegators. They have the authority to delegate. They may be your salesmen. They may be lobbying for volunteers. So A, B, C, D team. Guys, I know that's going to bless many ministries that are watching this church. I want to end with this because I teach at a university. I'm celebrating 10 years at USC Upstate. And I've noticed something, that many churches are not reaching out to college students, and many college students are not attending local churches while they are in the city. All right. And so if you need help, this is for free, guys. I've did research, I've conducted surveys, and this will bless every church listening to me, every church. Consider making a strong effort. Be real intentional in 2023 and strategic. Notice I say strategic about reaching out to universities and colleges and engaging students. All right. Listen, if you need help, listen, some of our research exposed that college students are available and ready and willing to work in your church, teaching, helping raise money, helping with the transportation ministry. And many times, guys, listen, there are 4 C's that will help you attract college students to your church. The first one is care. Guys, that's easy. Care. They need care. They need prayer. They need ministry. They need care. They need love. Listen, just love on them. Listen, go with no other agenda. Go to the university with love. Go with care. Go with the care package. Go with pizza. Go with donuts. Go with tissue. Go with toothpaste. They need care. If they see you as a church that cares, they're coming. They're coming because you care. And after graduation, they're likely to stay. They will likely stay. Guys, you have to reach out and show that you care. Go to these colleges, go to these universities, and show the next generation, these 18-year-olds, these 19-year-olds, my students that can be my kid, these 22-year-olds, show them that you care. Number 2, they need a cause. They need a cause to connect with. They want a cause to connect with. College students want a cause. They want to know that you care, and they want a cause. They want a mission to rally behind. They are thirsty for community. They are longing for community. They are away from their parents. They are away from their home church. They are away from their family. They're looking for community. Are you offering community? Now, in exchange, you're going to have help, because they're going to say, what do you need for me to do? These fresh legs, these fresh arms, these fresh eyes, the fresh minds, the creativity, the energy. The Ecclesiastes 12 students, they are going to say, what do you need for me to do? I'm going to use my gifts here because you care. and because there's a cause and there's a community. Now, guys, the last one, I know you can spare this. They need a little cash. Not to buy Jordans, they need a little cash. They need cash to eat. They need cash for gas. They need cash for books. They need cash to survive. So $10 an hour will go a long ways. I'll leave you with this, guys. You can hire college students and somebody else will pay for it. I'll say that one more time. You can hire college students and somebody else will pay for it. And I'm not going to tell you how to do that. I'm going to leave a little cliffhanger because one, I'm out of time. Two, email me, call me. And Rome was not built in a day. So I'm going to stop there. You saying, bro, you ain't going to tell me? No, I'm not going to tell you. But listen, I will repeat it. You can hire college students and somebody else will pay for it. Hint, somebody else, work study, somebody else will pay for it, guys. So they need cash, they need care, they need cause, they need a community. And you have the help you need to reach the next generation. Listen, thank you for this time. I do want to do a hard stop. I want to do a hard stop here, guys, because I know when to hold them and fold them. And guys, I pray my prayer from my heart, from my heart that cares. All right. I'm trying not to get mushy here. All right, because we all know a student, a nephew, a cousin, a little cousin, a grandchild that's struggling, that needs a risen Savior. That we know a kid that is now a teenager and that they are leaning towards a certain direction. And we know that's not where they need to be. We all of us know a kid that needs Jesus and that needs our youth ministry to be excellent and to be on point in 2023. And so from my heart, my prayer is that you guys consider in 2023 protecting momentum, getting your act together by Mise and Plossing, and then me, do some soul searching. All right, search your heart. Do I belong in this position? Do some soul searching. Where do I fit? How can I help youth ministry here at my church? How can I use my gift? Be honest with your pastor. Be honest with your leader. Say, listen, I'm on too many ministries. Listen, only allow me to serve in youth ministry because it's going to take work. This is the season to be honest. And let's go after the next generation. Let's teach and preach the gospel in season and out of season. Let's make an impact. I know this is going to be the best year at Emmanuel, the best year at First Baptist, the best year at Mount Hebron, the best year at Mount Moriah, whatever your church may be, the best year at Mount Tabor Baptist Church, the best year at Word of God Outreach, the best year at whatever your church. It's going to be the best year. And that I declare that, I prophesy, I speak well of your youth ministry. I speak into your youth ministry. It is going to be on point. It's going to be on point. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. God will bless whatever you put your hands to do. I declare it. You're going to do it. Not because I'm in the camera saying you're going to do it, because I know it's on your heart to do it. And I stand with you. Listen, I got to end. I got to go. Pastor Moore, I love you. I love you guys. I see you soon. Call me if you need. GainMaintain.com. If you don't call, I won't answer. I say it again. If you don't call, I won't answer.